Yeah!
Hello, welcome back
Splatter House.
to the Splatter House, episode 2.
Episode 2, Part 2, Revenge of the Splatter House. With your hosts, V and Jimmy. I'm Jimmy.
I'm V.
That's right, and we're here to do Part 2. We're going to talk about...
The sequel,
yeah. We're going to talk about some sequels, and... just shoot the shit again. Do the same thing that we did last time. But first and foremost, I think we owe a big thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Out to all the fans so far.
You guys are amazing. All the shares, all the likes, feedback.
It's been amazing, and it's been a great day.
The response has been far surpassed my expectations, and it's been freaking great. You guys are amazing. Thank you, friends, family, strangers.
Yeah,
it's been just great. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no, it's totally cool. I hope your head gets chopped off in the most genuine way.
Decapitation is the only way to go.
Yeah, it's by a solid gentleman. I think. If you don't know, follow us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on
Instagram.
Instagram. Just search the Splatter House podcast.
Yeah.
I guarantee you'll find us. We're the only one out there, as I know.
Also, while you're at it, go on Facebook and like Pro Audio and Lighting in Warren, Michigan, because they're great. They're letting us do our thing here, and they're seriously big helps. Fantastic. So, Pro Audio and Lighting for all of your audio and lighting needs.
Yeah, shout out to Eric and all the guys that work here.
Yeah, they've been awesome.
They're really cool guys.
Also, thanks to our producer Larry, who you guys met last week.
Yeah.
He's been great.
You're welcome.
Helping our dreams come true, Larry.
Larry, you're all right.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah.
And our intern Jackie.
Yeah, she's
providing
rad.
the booze.
Shout out to intern Jackie. We
Jackie.
also have an in-house guest. Your husband, Jeremy, is
my
here.
My husband, my fuzzy poopy's here, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, Fuzz.
Respect.
Hey, sexy thing. So let's get into it. Today, like we said, we're going to talk, since this is episode 2, we're going to talk about some of our favorite part 2s.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little more about sequels. We ended the last show a little talking about sequels, but before we get right into all our part 2s, I got to say, Larry... you told me that you watched Halloween 4. Is this true?
Let's hear what we thought about it.
Yeah.
Last week, real quick. Last week,
episode 1.
Episode 1, if you haven't heard it, which I don't understand because you're listening. If
watch
you're listening
it already.
To this,
listen to it.
It's on YouTube. You can listen to it on SoundCloud. Well, apparently
iTunes
we're on
now.
iTunes. Check it out. I mean,
the big times.
Yeah, I mean, we're out there, so I mean, you guys can find us. But last week on the first episode, Larry said that. That he erases every sequel from Halloween except for the first one. He only likes the first Halloween movie.
We persuade him to give 4 another chance.
Exactly. So me and V being big fans of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers, full title.
Shut up.
We wanted to make sure that he watched it again and got a new opinion, a fresh start. So Larry, how did that
Tell us about it, Larry.
Okay. So I will say this. I still stand by my opinion that the first Halloween is the best.
Right.
And
well,
that Halloween
we
4,
agree with that.
While Halloween 4 is good, I was thoroughly impressed with it. First of all, it felt like I actually was watching a proper sequel to Halloween 1.
Yes.
And I really liked how it really felt like I was watching a movie about the boogeyman. And the way that it was shot, the pacing of the movie, it really did feel like part of the it should have just been Halloween 2. But in the same sense, hold on, listen. In the same sense, though,
okay,
you could have probably taken the mask of Michael Myers out and put any other type of mask on there, and it would have been just as terrifying.
Truly, no, yeah,
okay,
I agree with what you're saying.
I appreciate your opinion for what it is.
You're saying that if they would have taken away his mask, stripped him from the name Michael Myers, and he was like fucking Mikey Stabneck.
Yeah, because if you look at what they did in the movie,
they
basically did what they did in the first one.
And that's what I was trying to explain to you last time.
So if they had taken Michael Myers out of it, they would have had a movie about the boogeyman. And you could have taken the doctor out of it too.
Loomis, yeah.
Yeah, you totally could have taken Loomis out of there.
He's a great, he's an amazing character, and I love Donald Pleasance, rest in peace, but he's obviously essential, but you definitely could take him out.
Yeah, and imagine what the movie would have been like without that storyline. If it wasn't Michael Myers and if it was just the boogeyman chasing after this girl.
Yeah, some escaped guy who just he's chasing after a little girl. Like, you don't know if he's into like
Take my
child
Freddy
molestation
glove off,
or any of that
it's
shit.
intentionless.
Like, he's just like, oh, this girl's dressed up as a clown. I'm into that. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Like,
So Halloween 4 is good.
Halloween 4, man,
definitely
it's
that's
great.
like definitely a classic in my book.
yeah.
All right. Well, at least you agree with us on that, because, like we said, we never said that it was our favorite in the franchise. We agree
Right.
with you that Halloween, the original Halloween, is obviously the best, and it's obviously like a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
But we appreciate Halloween 4 for what it is,
I definitely see.
and I'm
how
glad that you
is
gave
now.
it another chance, man.
Are you gonna watch 5 now?
Well, I have to. You said
You
that
have
it's like
to.
a perfect
Well, because
follow-up
Yeah,
to
you
it.
It's
have
set up
to.
because it's set up kind of like, there's Halloween 1 and 2,
Right.
and then there's Halloween 4 and 5. Like they intertwine.
We definitely need to watch 5.
Like 2 intertwines with 1 and 5 intertwines with 4. So like it's kind of like you have to watch it. Everything else is kind of like its own little, creature of the week kind of storyline, like if it was, a TV show.
All right, so
know if you
anyways,
know what I mean.
Halloween 4 is
Whatever.
great. Everybody
Yeah.
watch it. So moving on. I thought we could talk a little bit about like our all-time favorite part 2. So there's sequels that you enjoy. There's sequels that are really good, but then there are the sequels that like surpass the original, which that is obviously not very often that happens.
Well, when
Right.
you're talking sequels have the stigma of never being
As
what
good as
they-
the original.
Now,
Right,
when we're saying
right.
sequels,
But-
we're saying part 2.
Part 2s. We're not
Okay.
talking about
Right,
like
right.
4s and
No,
5s.
no,
We're
no,
talking
not yet.
about
No, not
part
yet,
2s.
yeah.
So, and like I said, it's not often that the part 2 surpasses the original film, because let's face it, it's
very rare.
there wouldn't be a part 2 without the original
Right,
film,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But there is the occasion where I personally like the part 2 better. So,
It happens.
for instance, I love the Sleepaway Camp franchise. It's one of my ultimate favorites.
Classic.
I
One of the
fucking
greatest
love-
twist endings is Sleepaway Camp 1.
Oh, absolutely. If you haven't seen it, we won't spoil it for you, but watch it.
I was just about to ask if
in
one
a
of your
second,
greatest endings-
in a second, I think. I mean, we're gonna talk about the second one, so
Yeah.
I guess you'll kind of get it. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Watch Sleepaway Camp 1.
Yeah. But anyways,
Shut it off. Shut this off. Watch Sleepaway Camp 1. Come back.
spoiler alert.
Listen to us.
Okay, so but what I'm leading up to is
World Star.
Sleepaway Camp 2 is like it's in my top 5 favorite horror movies. It's the cheese and the campiness of it is just so good.
Is it?
And
It's Sleepaway Camp 2. Unhappy Campers.
Unhappy Campers.
Sorry, full title.
Angela's return. She comes back in this one years later as a camp counselor.
Wait. What's the full title of this?
Unhappy Campers.
The Return? Is
No.
that-
No,
No.
I just
Okay, I was
I'm
gonna
just
say, that's a
saying
long
Angela
title.
return.
No.
So
Actually, it might not even be the actual title. It might just be
it's
the
Sleepaway Camp
tagline.
2. I'm pretty sure that's
don't
the
know.
actual title is Unhappy. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank you.
we have pulled up for you guys a special little treat. It's one of my favorite clips from that movie. It's one of the reasons I love it so much, and it's the scene where Angela drowns one of the campers in a porta potty, and it's just it's great. So Larry's gonna play it.
It's
for us.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the bitch of the camp, right?
Right, she's like the
Yeah.
bully, like I'm
Right.
a hot girl.
Yeah, like fuck
This
me.
is one of the most
Yeah.
ridiculous scenes I've ever
Okay.
seen.
Yeah,
Yo,
full
but-
screen, please, if you can. Look at those pants, high waisted. Loving
Well,
it, loving
80s
it.
style.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
All its glory.
She fried the shit out of that hair.
Yeah, she definitely. Yeah, I mean, there's too much touch of sun in that.
Goddamn Molly.
Damn it, Molly.
Angie's just peeking her head out.
Ooh,
Goddamn Angela.
Angela.
Angela popping in.
Problem. You and kids like you.
That's right.
Ungrateful bastards.
The no trespassing sign makes them both seem like rebels.
Dude, oh shit, she got a knife. Look at that. Did you see that switch grip?
Got her. In the
Backstab.
back. In the back. In the back. Get her.
Backstabbing.
I wonder
son
if
of
they
a
thought
bitch.
to include the bra strap on the dummy they used for that part.
Oh my god. Kicks her in the ass.
All right, so
She's
we
already
got her
down.
up.
Now this is the
Yeah.
part that gets me. She's just like, get in the toilet.
Right.
That's why I love it. She just like
doesn't make
willingly
any sense.
climbs into this shitty porter
Look at
potty.
this.
And then
Oh,
she shuts
God.
the door
Shuts
and is
the
like,
door.
well, what do I do now?
And then she falls in.
First, well, no, so she just like voluntarily falls in? Is that what happens?
And she like pushes her in. So
Oh, there's just a big hole
right,
there?
I was wrong. So there's the big hole.
And this is head
Oh, okay,
first.
yeah, she's not in there yet. Okay. So she's just
trying-
like shoving it. She's trying to give her a swirly.
Mind if I
bar from
Anybody get a swirly in high school? Larry, did you get a swirly?
You've been a shitty friend and a
just
shitty
kidding.
camper.
Answer me.
The camera's looking out right now from the toilet.
Yeah,
So
the
she's
cam-
pushing her head into the camera almost.
Yeah, it's got all the flies and everything. It's great.
And then somehow,
Well, then I guess you're just gonna have to.
that would smell so
Oh
bad.
my god. She's not even like.
And then
now
she just gets in.
She's shoving her head
Yeah.
first. Head first into a
You hear it?
a porta potty.
So now she's shoving a stick
she's
down
smart.
there
She's got
to
a
drown
stick.
this girl in a toilet, in a porta potty.
This bitch
she
isn't
can-
even trying to get out.
She has a hand out and she's just holding it up
Yeah,
like,
no.
no.
She's giving that. Oh Lord, please Lord, don't do this. Not to me now, Lord. There's
covered in
shit covering
shit.
me everywhere. I'm deep
what-
down in the bowels of hell. Lord, please. She's waving the shit out of her hand.
What kind of porta potty is set up this way? Where there's just a ton of water down there. Isn't it just a pile
That's
of
a bunch
shit in
of
the hole?
shit. Yeah, dude, that's a bunch of
Well,
diarrhea.
you gotta dig them deep.
Oh, that's
You've been
it.
to
She's
camp.
gone.
Dude, you've been to
And now
camp,
she's
right?
dead. It took a
Amazing.
whole of like
That's beautiful.
minutes.
of like 30 seconds though, realistically, once this girl was in the porta potty for her to be drowned in said porta potty.
By
so
a
anyways,
stick.
Sleepaway Camp 2, that's an example of why I love
Wait.
that movie so much.
Can we bring up the song from from Sleepaway Camp 2?
I'm a happy camper song.
I'm a happy camper. Is that possible?
Yeah.
This movie is honestly, it's a complete 180 from the first
original,
one,
yeah.
and that's why I think I love it. It kind of has the Evil Dead 2-ness. I think they
Is it
followed
It
Angela's
suit.
takes
theme?
that campy silliness to a whole nother level.
Anything like
Yeah, Angela's theme. Yeah,
Camp Rolling Hills is the best.
yeah. This is where she's singing to the whole to like the unenthused fucking
Oh,
campers.
she's not singing.
Oh yeah, no,
It's
this
just
is
a weird theme. That's
No. She sings the thing.
Yeah,
the
but
song. Oh, this is.
That's not it. That's not
No.
what we want.
Whatever.
Okay, so while
There it
we're
is. I
looking
found
for
it.
that,
I got it.
okay.
There you
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she's standing up. You know the situation. She's standing up in front of a whole fucking room.
She just got camp counselor of the
I was once a
week.
camper myself.
Right. Well, she's the only one who gives a shit about the
But it
job.
wasn't
Everybody
anything
else in the
like
camp like knows it's a blow off
Camp
job, and everyone's like
Rolling
kind of
Hills
just
is the
sitting around.
best.
No one gives a shit. She's trying to like, you know, preach it up like she's king shit and all that, and no one gives a shit. So she sings this song, and everyone thinks it's awesome. But it's amazing.
Come on now.
So doesn't she forces that the bitch she just shoved in the
Yeah, this is early in the movie.
Yeah.
And she forces the girl that she just killed in a porta potty to come up
We'll
on
do
stage with
my
her.
favorite, the Happy Camper song.
Why did they get so excited?
no,
They're just
they're
messing with her.
sarcastic. They're you know they're the jerks. Larry, have you seen this?
No, I don't. No, I've seen parts of it.
Oh my god. Oh, I thought this might have been the slowed down one. So this is just it normal.
This
Later,
is just a song.
later in the movie they slow it down and it's really
Is this the right one?
Well, yeah, this is good.
All right,
yeah,
turn
this
it
is
off
fine.
now.
Yeah, this is fine. Shut up.
All right,
yeah.
turn it off.
I have a question.
Yeah. That
Jimmy,
was too much.
Yeah.
would you do Angela?
Dude, hold on. Go back. Give me
What
a good,
isn't
give me a
she
good
referred
photo.
to the angel of death?
There's a picture of her right there. Would you do her?
Dude, she's cute.
Listen. So,
Potential.
spoiler alert. She looks pre-op, right? I mean,
Yeah, so spoiler alert.
Or
I
is she
feel like we have
post?
to tell people. We have to fill people in on
is she
Angela.
post-op? She's gotta be.
Well, they explain in the beginning of this movie. They're around the campfire and they're like telling the story of
Right.
the
Yeah,
original Sleep.
it's about how
and they
it
say
was really a boy, but-
while she was in the institute, they gave her a sex change operation. So
Okay, I
spoiler
didn't know if
alert.
that was- I didn't-
they begin at the end of the original Sleepaway Camp. So little Angela, she's little and she's going to camp with her cousin, and she doesn't really talk a whole lot during it. And it comes out that she was raised by her crazy aunt, and she was actually
Dude,
a
that
boy.
lady's creepy as shit.
Yeah, and she like forced this boy to be a girl. Like she wanted a little girl so bad.
Angela!
So at the end of the movie, Angela's just standing there naked with
oh my
a little
god,
wiener.
she's got like that weird pasty face.
and
It's
she's just
so
like
fucking
screaming.
gross.
Oh, it's crazy. So in the second one,
love
Angela's
it.
grown up. She's had her operation. She's had her Hawina removed. She's
Okay,
got the
so
appropriate
answer
lady
your
part.
question.
What?
Harwina.
Hawina.
Oh, I thought you called it Hawana.
It's
Yeah,
Harwina.
you know what I'm
so
talking about,
Jimmy,
man.
to
The big
continue,
thing.
would
Yeah,
you,
no, man, for sure. No, I mean, she's got something about her. You know, she's got spunk. You know, I give it to her.
She's got passion, dude. She's
I meant that-
passionate
I
about
didn't-
Camp Rolling Rock.
I give her the fact that she has spunk is what I meant by saying that.
All right, so
If she's post-op, she doesn't have spunk anymore.
Good. Good.
son of a bitch.
Good. It was good.
So okay, so moving on from Sleepaway Camp 2, let's talk about some of our other favorite part 2s.
Well, we recently got together and we watched Child's Play 2.
We did. We watched Child's Play 2.
Which, Larry, when was the last time you saw that?
I was still scared of Chucky the last
Alright,
time.
Okay,
it's
so
been a
long
while.
time.
Yeah.
So we just watched it recently. So like, I know we talked about this, but my definitely my favorite kill was the teacher.
Oh, definitely. Larry,
In the
if you
closet.
could search for the teacher
That was
scene.
probably the most ridiculous kill in that movie.
Well, that's what I like. I like all the over the top.
Well, I mean, like, it's to the point of ridiculousness that it's like that teacher could have obviously just got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Right.
And like
Miss
he's
Kettlewell.
he's whipping her with the ruler. Yeah,
Here she
this
goes.
is it.
Okay, so she's looking in the
She's looking in the
closet.
closet for him, and they're in the school. She thinks she sees him. Ball hits her in the back. She
Oh, it
jumps
scared
up.
her so
Ooh, dodgeball.
What
Love
else
it.
was she in?
Is
that the-
Matilda? No.
No, she's not Matilda.
That's not the weird mom from Donnie Darko.
What'd you
is
say?
it?
Yes, it is the teacher. Not the teacher. The
Cheerleader.
and then she
you
just
sta-
got
with the fucking ball
with the
pump.
ball pump.
It's amazing. So
With the
she-
ball pump. Now she's tumbling over tables, and now Chucky's
These
slowly
animatronics here are amazing.
walking towards.
When he's walking like that towards the camera, they
got-
actually do that shot I think 2 or 3 times in the whole movie. It's incredible.
It's really good for the year 1990. I think we said it was. The animatronics are amazing, and
And the blood trail.
he
Where'd
does-
that blood even come from? From her falling?
no from the
pump?
Yeah, the pump
And now he beats her to death with a
with a ruler. But I mean, regardless, like I know she got stabbed in the back and she's an elderly woman, but she
Okay.
should still be able to get away. He's a fucking.
She definitely could have gotten away.
Maybe she was frozen in fear.
Maybe. I don't know.
He still creeps the hell out of me, man.
Chucky?
That face he makes when he's snarling and when he
The
yells.
old ones.
Ugh.
Well,
old
yeah,
ones.
Chucky 1 and 2, and then I'm not a huge fan of 3.
Three's okay.
Bride of
It's just-
Chucky
it's
and
kinda
Seed
whatever.
of Chucky. Ugh.
They're fun to watch as a joke. I don't
All right.
take them
Especially the
serious.
Seed. Oh my god. It's
Speaking of them being a joke now, at what point in the franchise of Chucky did he become
Bride of Chucky.
a joke?
The
Was
Bride
it Bride
of
of
Chucky,
Chucky?
Bride
yeah.
of Chucky. After the
definitely.
3, after it was 10 years, and then they were like,
They
"Yo, let's
decided
bring
to
it
like
back."
revamp Chucky,
Well, it
and
was
they were
like
like,
8
"Well,
years or
we're
something
gonna
like
make
that.
it like a comedy horror now, and we're gonna make Chucky like this big joke."
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, didn't he bang his
Yes.
doll girlfriend in one of those?
No,
too?
I'm not talking
Tiff.
about it. We'll talk about it on another episode. I don't want to talk
All right.
about it now.
All right,
We're
so-
talking about part 2s.
Part
and
twos.
one of the best part 2s and one of the biggest part 2s there is in the horror franchise is Friday the 13th part 2.
Yes.
well, yeah,
Sorry,
because that's when
stumbling.
Jason first makes his big debut.
Right.
In the original Friday the 13th, it's his mom, it's Pamela, and then in the second one, Jason finally comes out.
Right.
And it's funny because he doesn't even have that mask yet. It's just
No, he's got the
burlap
the
sack.
burlap sack, which I think the burlap sack is fucking
was-
Yeah,
terrifying.
I was
I
just
like
gonna
it.
say
I
that.
love
I
the
think
burlap
that is
sack.
way more scary.
I mean, like his mask is what is like iconic to Jason, but I like the burlap sack.
Yeah, now, but the burlap sack
Yeah.
is, I mean, it's great, and I think it's really cool that they did like that kind of thing with Friday the 13th. How they kind of they weren't afraid to change the character.
Mm-hmm. Right, it's not like Halloween,
I
where
mean-
it just picks up where it left off.
Right,
It's
right,
a
right.
totally different killer.
Right. It's like a totally different thing. Like Friday the 13th Part 2. Yeah, it's a completely different killer. Like you have no idea what's going on. It's that hut that he has. So like the story was that he drowned in the first one as a little child,
Because
and then
the campers,
Where-
the camp counselors weren't paying attention.
they were doing it. Is what they
Right.
were doing. You can say it. It's fine.
They were getting down.
Yeah. So so apparently, I guess did they ever explain he was just like he was living in a shack in the woods?
yeah, and I like when they
And
don't
his
have- they
mom,
don't give
but
that
his
much of a
mom didn't
backstory.
know.
Well, I mean, it's funny.
You know what I
It's
mean?
80s horror, dude.
Because already-
because like in the first one, at the end of the first one, she has like the vision when she's in the canoe. She like survived. She gets
Yeah,
away.
yeah, and she had the vision of
then
him in the
she,
water.
Like,
yeah.
and he pulls her in, and he's
shocker
like
at
a
the end,
child
yeah, yeah,
still. And then all of a sudden, he comes back, and he's this grown man. And
Right.
it's like, well, wait a minute.
Well, his mom was crazy, so she may have thought he was dead, and he was probably just living in the woods
Well,
or something.
the thing, like,
It's just funny that
Friday the
that's not-
13th, like, his mom comes back, and it's how many years later that he, like, is it 10
He's been
years?
drowned.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know either.
I
went through-
honestly
he went
haven't
through a growth
watched
spurt.
those movies in a while because I watched part 4,
Part
the
four's
final
great, yeah.
chapter. It's my favorite.
Part
so
4
I
is
watched
great.
that a
Corey
lot.
Feldman, Chris McGlover, it's great.
Corey Feldman, dude.
Yeah, it probably should have ended there.
Did,
but I love
um,
6.
But
Did,
6.
Never mind.
Jason,
But yeah,
does
never mind.
Jason ever have a line in any of the movies?
No.
He's just the strong silent type?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, so Friday the 13th part 2. I was talking to Jimmy the other day about the Wolf Creek movies. And
never seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah, never seen him.
Well,
I heard they were great. I just
Wolf Creek 1, like I wasn't a huge fan of. It's a really really slow burn. But Wolf Creek 2, I love it. I love it. We watched it the other night, me and Jeremy did. And it's so good. It starts off right away and it's like gory and it's fun and it's really 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 good. So you should definitely check that one out. Check out both of them, but Wolf Creek 2 is
So-
another example of one that I liked better than the original.
So we're on, like, classic part 2s.
Yeah.
And you guys have seen The Conjuring, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, that
Yeah.
movie, I don't think I've felt
You
those
actually
types
saw
of
that one?
chills.
I think so.
I haven't felt chills for a movie like that in a while,
Probably
but
not.
they are coming out with
They are coming
Conjuring
out,
2.
and you know what? I don't want to watch the trailer for it. I want to go in blind. I don't want to know anything about it.
Smart.
Yeah, I don't want to know anything about The Conjuring 2. I want to just go in and be like, I don't want to see what other people have to say about it. I don't want to see any teaser trailers, anything.
Right.
I just want to go in and.
Yeah.
I did actually really because like a lot of horror that comes to the theaters, I'm usually pretty disappointed in. There's a lot of modern horror that I like, but it's usually like not released in the theaters.
Mm-hmm.
But I really, really loved The Conjuring, so I'm pretty excited for the sequel.
That's the one where it's in like the 70s or something, right? Okay, maybe I didn't see it.
I don't think you did because
Yeah.
it's a ghost movie.
It is a ghost movie. I don't want to talk about it. I don't
Jimmy,
like them.
give that one a chance.
All right, I will. I'll
gotta
give it a
give that
chance.
one a
I'll give it a
chance.
chance.
Our
You
intern
liked it?
Jackie
You liked
agrees.
it?
Jeremy, we saw
Jeremy
it
likes
twice
it.
in the theater.
Okay, and Jackie?
Oh my god.
Thought it was terrifying?
I love it. It's scary.
Is it tied to that Annabelle movie though?
Annabelle is in it, but it's not really about
Is that worth seeing? Annabelle?
Annabelle. It wasn't bad.
So you guys listening, like I
not-
literally
it's not-
don't give ghost movies a chance unless
It's
it's
not. It's
Poltergeist.
definitely not great,
Yeah.
but watch it once,
Okay,
just to
I'll-
see,
I'll check it out.
just to give yourself an opinion, you know.
Right.
So another one I wanted to talk about, the VHS franchise.
Oh, that's.
I didn't like the first one.
That's a tough
See,
franchise.
I was like, I enjoyed the first one, but I loved the sequel.
Absolutely.
I loved it.
Where you back that up?
I back that up entirely. The first one was a very interesting viewing experience.
It was
because-
different.
Well, the way that I got to watch the first one was awesome.
It sucked. I didn't
No,
like it. I'm
listen,
just kidding.
listen.
I didn't like it.
The
but
third one sucked.
Listen to this. So I didn't know about the VHS movies.
Yeah.
Our friend Joe Isaac told us about it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "It's
Shout
somewhere
out, Joe.
online, but I can't find it. It's basically like a movie filmed entirely on VHS, and it's just a bunch of weird."
Well, that's not
scary
true
shit.
because I thought VHS it was shot on like iPhones and stuff, right?
Well, the first VHS, we ended up finding like a copy of it online streaming or something somewhere. So our viewing was like, we felt like we weren't supposed to be watching it.
Right.
So it was very unique. But then it got us
like you're gonna
excited.
get a letter in the mail.
No. Like we're gonna get like a
Hey, sir, please don't watch that again.
no. Like we're gonna get a demon sent in the mail. It was-
Oh.
it was like that.
Oh, like you. So you like number one?
I liked number one.
I
but I
liked-
liked the second one way more.
in number one.
That's a prime example. The first one, I enjoyed it, but I loved the second one. I
Okay.
thought it blew the first one out of the water.
Now, the
Right.
second one was with that weird cult, right?
The cult.
Oh my
that
god.
scene in itself. Oh, it was so scary. It was
No idea.
so good. Have you've not watched the second one?
I've never seen the second one.
see,
I
you're
saw the
missing out.
first one and I enjoyed the one where they bring the chick home from the bar for like the threesome,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then she's like dude, like the creepy chick, yeah. That was really creepy. Everything else in that one, I was like, it's alright.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
if you liked that one,
No,
the
dude,
second
give
one's
the
got-
second one a shot. It's really good.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I
really
will
insane.
just so
The 3 stories in that one.
solely based off the show.
the
Is
first
I
one?
will. I'll watch it. I don't have a problem with that.
So yeah, the second one, you've got to give it a chance. It's got way more of like the bone chilling type kind
Yeah.
of scare factor.
Right. On the topic of more modern horror, since we're talking about that,
Yeah.
another example, The Purge. So
Anarchy was way better.
I went into the original Purge, and I'm like, dude, what a fucking good idea for a movie.
It's a great story.
What a good idea. I was so pumped for that
And they
movie. And I
fucking
saw the
ruined it.
first one in the theater. Chris and I saw it together.
Little Chris, shout out, boy.
What up? Chris Bray and the Heasy. So anyways, we saw it, and I was like, what? Did they seriously take this great idea for this movie and make another fucking home invasion movie?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
I don't understand.
They took the Strangers.
I think a lot of people agree.
They took the Strangers and Funny Games and like put them together.
Two great movies.
Two fantastic, especially Funny Games.
We'll talk about that in some of the.
In another episode.
Yeah, for sure.
So they took two of these great movies and they just made another shit movie just to make money. But then The Purge Anarchy came out, and I said, fuck yeah. This is what the first one should have been.
Yeah.
They took it and they put it out in the streets, and they showed the chaos of what The Purge really could be.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that one. I liked that one.
It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I think. I mean, for the what's the most popular sequels that are better than the original? I mean, we can go. Aliens. I think Aliens is better than Alien, but Alien is a really good.
We have a disagreement.
You don't like it, Jackie?
You
don't like that?
I didn't say I didn't like it.
No, I know. Yeah. Well, Alien's great because it's a survival horror and it's it's slowly paced and lovely. But Aliens, Aliens.
Dude, I
blew me
haven't
away.
watched the Alien movies in a long time. I feel
They're
like
really
I'm way
great.
overdue.
You should.
Yeah, those
They're
ones are
really
awesome.
I
fun.
feel like I'm really overdue.
They're really
I'm a little
fun.
embarrassed actually saying that.
Well, I think your thing is more the blood and the gore.
I
and
love
when you
gore.
watch the Alien franchises, there's not a whole lot of that.
Well, yeah, there's the scene at dinner though when he bursts out of the guy's belly.
Chest burst.
That's honestly,
But
yeah,
that's
Right.
early in the
I know
movie.
that's honestly one of
I
the
always think
only
of
scenes I
Spaceballs,
remember
though.
from. Isn't
Yeah.
that funny?
Hello,
That's
my
one of
baby.
the only.
Hello, my honey.
That's one of the only scenes that I really remember a lot from that movie, just because it's the gory.
I want to edit out. I want to edit out the scene from Alien and put in the scene from Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And just so that it's in there.
That'd be funny. Like Ripley be all like, "What the fuck? Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello." What the fuck? Oh, it'd be great.
Check, please.
Shit.
Check, please. Other sequels.
Other honorable mentions.
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects.
We talked a little bit about it last time. Devil's Rejects, Evil Dead 2 obviously
Evil
is a
Dead 2,
classic.
yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2
I was just
obviously
gonna say,
classic.
Can we talk
Chainsaw
about
Massacre
Evil Dead
2.
2 for a second?
I
Yeah, I just
we
watched-
touched
I
touched
just-
on it last week, but yes, we can.
I watched that twice
Evil Dead
in the
2.
last 2 weeks.
Evil Dead 2.
Best.
Love that movie.
Classic. If
My
you-
only thing is, why did they decide, hey, let's go back up to the cabin where all of our friends died last
No,
year?
it's a
No.
it's a retelling.
Yeah.
He's catching everyone up with what happened in the first one, so because like he's alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know
You know
and
what?
instead
I
of
think
just,
I missed that part because
Well, no, because it like in the beginning it's kind of weird because it's like instead of him and 3 other friends, it's him and just the girl. So and it's a different
okay.
girl. So you think that it's like, oh, I'm dumb and I'm gonna go back to another fucking cabin and do it again. But no, it was supposed to be a retelling of it,
Okay.
just to catch everyone up, and then they just eliminated
'Cause
like,
I watched
Scott
those
and
movies-
a bunch of other characters.
I watched those movies in the absolutely worst possible order. I thought Army of Darkness was the first one.
as did most of America.
Yeah, and I feel like an idiot for that. And then I was like, well okay,
done.
if that was the first one, then Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
So I watched that. I'm like, well, that didn't make any sense either.
Well,
Like, what happened?
but after you saw it, you obviously understood that it was the prequel to Army of Darkness.
Right, but once you have
Did
that
you-
order in your head,
Then you're like, oh man.
it's very difficult to erase.
And like to go from comedy action to go like backwards into like horror, I think that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
way
a
to
few
look
years
at it.
after that happened, I had to go back and watch them in the right when the new Evil Dead was coming out.
The remake?
The remake.
which
I-
is fantastic.
Yeah, I went back and
I wish there was an
watched.
unrated director's
I wish
cut.
I wish
but
you could have seen your face when you said that. Fantastic.
I got excited. No, like when I first saw it, I was a little disappointed because there was scenes in the Red Band trailer that were missing.
that weren't in the
Yeah, and it
cut
bummed
some
me
stuff
out. And but I rewatched it, and it's terrifying, and it's a great splatter
gory.
film. It's so much gore, and I love giving it to people that like try to like come like newcomers to horror that are like, hey, can you like give me a good horror movie? And I'll be like, I'm gonna give you this movie that's a remake, and you're probably gonna give it back to me and look at like I'm crazy. Like it's that I don't know. That movie's ridiculously gory. But
That
whatever.
scene
That's a
with the
remake. It
raining
doesn't
blood,
matter. Yeah.
unreal.
I wanted to be there.
Like that was like
dancing.
That scene was just
Doesn't
awesome.
she rip her arm off? Her own arm off?
Yeah.
It gets trapped under her Jeep, it flips, and then she has to rip her own arm off.
So brutal.
She's great.
I just imagine Slayer just like.
I watched like the whole behind the scenes of all of those scenes. She's great. I like her a lot.
Yeah.
So anyways, I recently showed Larry the Hatchet franchise.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Hatchet 2. So for those
I
of you
just
who've
got
never,
Hatchet 2 in the mail today.
those of you who've never watched the Hatchet franchise, you should.
Kane Hodder.
Yeah, I love Adam Green. He's the writer and director of those movies. He's great.
He also did Frozen.
He did Frozen. He does the he did Digging Up the Marrow.
Oh,
which is
yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that's really good. So I love Adam Green. If you haven't seen the franchise, the Hatchet franchise,
The
you
Hatchet
definitely should.
franchise. Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hatchet 2 is my favorite out of the franchise.
Danielle Harris is in that, right?
They bring in Danielle Harris, and
Shout out to her from Halloween 4.
a
That's Larry. Just to catch you up to speed, Danielle Harris is Jamie. All right.
Yeah, he knows. He
You're
knows.
nodding. You get it.
We
You get
have
it.
they have a ridiculous amount of cameos in Hatchet 2, which
Well,
I love.
I know.
I'm like a little like
Candyman.
giddy-
Tony Todd's in it.
Tony Todd's Tony Todd's
He was in
the
the first one. Yeah, with Robert Englund. Yeah.
There's so
Those three movies.
Leatherface.
Those three movies you could watch.
Lloyd Kaufman's in it, very briefly.
He's coming, and I can't
I
wait
know.
to meet him.
You have to really look for him, but he's in. There's just a lot of cameos in that movie, and it's for like a horror fan. Like
Yeah.
I get
Yeah,
so
I'm
giddy
really
when I
bummed.
watch-
I bought it.
I love that movie.
I bought it earlier this week on Amazon to
Well,
watch
it.
for
And
today
the
the
gore
sequel
is,
episode, and I didn't get it
in
until
every
today,
one of the
so.
Hatchet films, the gore is why I love it so much. It's one of the.
No.
I remember last episode when I was telling you guys how like I'm that person in the theater, and I'm like, fuck yeah, right in the eye. I'm
Right.
like, cheer in that
Right,
movie.
like there's like the black stereotype of people like, ah, bitch, what are you doing? And then there's V just being like, fuck that bitch.
Get her!
Yeah,
Fucking cut her head off.
Yeah. It's great.
So Hatchet 2 is another definite. I love that whole franchise, but
Yeah.
the second one's definitely my
I mean,
favorite.
I think we've all met Kane Hodder, right?
Oh yeah.
He played
So-
he played
he's
Jason
such
in.
a nice
oh,
guy.
oh my god,
I love him. He's
dude,
such
he
a
looks
nice
like
guy.
Rick Steiner from
Oh,
WCW.
When my friend Jackie and I went up to say hi to him, and okay, so here's the thing with me, I get super starstruck around like horror celebrities, and I can't even
the
talk.
people that everyone else would just walk by.
Right, you don't even know who they are, and I can't even talk. My friend Jackie came with me to Motor City Nightmares one year, and I was like, Jackie, that's Jason. That's Jason.
Keep going.
Oh, that's Jason. I was like, go say hi to him. I'm too scared. So we walked up to him, and she was like, hey, can we get a picture? And he's like, sure, and like pulled us into him, and I could not move.
Yeah.
I couldn't move at all.
Starstruck.
Yeah.
I had that happen
Well,
to
his
me.
his pure strength. I
Yeah.
wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
He's great.
Oh man. Another worthy mentions. Friday. No.
We talked
Sorry.
about that.
Yeah, we did. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, aka the gayest horror movie there is. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean it's actually a homosexual film. If you go back and watch it, it's all about a dude, and there's sound clips galore, Larry, like where there's a man inside me. Ah! Like, yeah, it's just like if you like erase Freddy Krueger from the movie, it just looks like a boy like having troubles with like finding out that he's gay.
I want to find that sound clip.
There's also like there's a scene where like the coach of like the gym team or whatever, the gym coach, he gets whipped to death with like towels in the shower. Naked. And it's like, come on, dude. And like they talk about it, like I watched commentary about it, and they were like, yeah, we had no idea. Like after we watched it, we were just like, oh damn, it's super gay. Like whatever though.
So, like, real quick, I kind of wanted to talk to you about if movies that don't have part twos that we feel they should. So, like, I really wish that I love Nightbreed. It's probably my
Nightbreed
favorite
is-
90s film.
The director's cut though.
Oh, it has to be the director's
Specifically,
cut.
yes.
I really wish that I saw more
Which
of
it
Midian.
should be on Netflix still, I think, unless they took it off
I don't
recently.
know.
I think it's still on there.
I feel like I really want to see more of Midian. I want to see what happened to those creatures.
The creatures, yeah.
After it got what
shit
happened?
went
I would
down,
love
and
to
I wanna
see
know, like,
more
what happened,
of
yeah.
that. So I really wish that there was a part 2 to that.
Nightbreed would be Fuck,
Nightbreed.
that would be fantastic for a sequel.
I
but
kind of wish there was a second.
I think there's
Burning,
actually. I think
too.
there's. Yeah, well, I think there's actually a
Policy.
comic book that does Nightbreed
There is.
like storylines.
There is, yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
You know, but I'd love to see a film.
Yeah.
And The Burning
I mean,
would be amazing.
Yeah. The Burn. I just recently loaned Jimmy The Burning and had him watch it.
It's a
I
great
was telling
film.
him about the 72 nasty list and how he needs to get
Yeah.
down on that.
Yeah.
So I'm
Wait,
starting.
what's the 72 nasty list?
Okay, so the 72 Nasties, it's a list of 72 movies in between the late 70s and the early 80s that were banned in London, I believe, that were deemed inappropriate. So on
Like
that
they have,
list
like, too much gore or anything?
on that list includes The Burning, The Evil Dead,
Yeah.
Last House on the Left,
Blood
Cannibal
Feast.
Holocaust, Blood Feast, just it's a whole list
I
of,
recently bought you Blood Feast.
yeah, you did for my birthday last
Score.
year.
I didn't even know it was on the list. I'm excited.
So yeah, check it out, the 72 Nasties.
So yeah, we'll probably get more into that on the next show. Some more movies on that list. But real quick before we go, I do want to say shout out to my friend Dan, who sent us in a text message. He wanted me to tell you guys, and I didn't. I waited to tell you, but he listened to our first episode and said that made me think about the first scary movie I ever watched. And he said
Good.
he said it was pretty sure it was Tremors.
Trimmers.
And he told he told me it was a story. He said, "Fucking older brothers let me watch that shit when I was way too young. I was always paranoid a goddamn giant worm was gonna come through the floor and eat me."
Dude, that's how I felt about Jaws.
He said hold on, I want to see. Hold on, Dan, I love you. He said he was fucking 6 years old, and he said he had to sleep on the top bunk in his room because he was fucking so terrified.
Oh my God.
There'd be fucking worms. I just
That's
imagine like the guy from like Three Ninjas, the old grandpa guy, and he's like, "Nah, we can call them graboids. Nah, they'll come up and they'll grab you."
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
All right, so again, we just want to thank everybody for taking time. Thank you, Larry, for that. Thank you for taking the time out to listen to
You're
us
fired.
blab about something that we love.
Yeah.
Please keep listening, share, tell
Yeah.
your friends about us.
Yes.
Also, thanks again for Pro Audio and Lighting and Warren. Thanks for
Best people ever.
Yeah, thanks for being awesome, and thanks for listening to the Splatter House.
That's right.